I'm going to be sharing today about the medicine of living deeply. This is what I learned in the class I spoke about with Neely, who runs this group. Sometimes she calls it a caravan or a space. So it's a limbo, liminal space. Why should we want to do it, right? Of reaching the promised land, leaving the narrow place and the paro. It's the in-between. We have to stay awake so we don't fall asleep and go back into old patterns, where the universe is responding to the life flow with signals that remind us that we're protected and guided and have nothing to fear. It's like the death of the old Jane who doesn't have faith in myself or my intuition or my values or my abilities or my goodness. The shame, guilt, anxiety, agitation, escaping feelings, kind of living rather than just letting them come and pass. Missing the old ways sometimes, the numbness and less responsibility, taking care of myself and tending to myself as I adaptively need. So not wrapping my well-being and wholeness up with someone else and my identity with someone else's. Bringing the comfort and simplicity from before into the now. Letting it come with me instead of grieving it and believing that from now on it's now only going to be complex and hard. Actualizing and integrating the named and felt states and feelings is part of the liberation. Eventually joy and vulnerability and dreaming can come in, and we can become more cosmically conscious, not by just staying awake to our own inner experience, but we can learn to trust the divine timing and faith that what is offered is perfect and is good. And the godly spark in me is transitioning into a new vessel despite moments of contraction. Every day I'm more than before, because the journey of the human mind to the divine mind, we can't go back, only forward. There's a pillar behind us of fire. It's all holy transformation. There's a cloud of knowing before us, what we know, what we don't know. The fire behind us actually protects us. We show up if we do our part, and it'll all, meet us where we're at. We surrender to certainty and safety, and the way knows the way. Feeling grateful for safe spaces is very important. It's a permission to be honest, room to let our defenses down, and that's what the caravans is about, the self-healers, right? We are emerging butterflies, and look at the necklace I'm wearing. See, couldn't have planned it better, but not on purpose. There's a fiery sword spinning, held by an angel at the gates of Eden. And we left into self-consciousness and we're on the way back now. We recognize the pace is okay. We're thankful for the truths that are shared with us, and we get to be excited for new connections, that it is whatever it is, and baby steps is perfect for many parts of this journey. Resisting the urge to run to the future, I think, is better than, the moment that's actually happening. Because what I'm going through is purifying me and healing me for a long-term bliss. And I want to share now how, for me, sharing in a place in my body, but also in the supernal, in the bonding. So Yesod, what's the energy? And this is from the Romamu, they had Womer from the Sfira to Omer. This is a couple years ago, Chabad.org, Rabbi Yael Levy, and it's from so I had like a few sources of where I was learning about Yesod at the time. It's about striking to bind. Strike to bind, get in it. Generative organs are related to this, which is about creativity and expression, right? Procreativity, proactive expression. It's about bridging energy. So inner and outer, upper and lower, touching, making contact, communicating, right and left, tailness, headedness, middleness, life force energy, life-giving energy, the pulse of life, deep replenishing wells and generative fires of earth, vast root systems in the center of all, seeding and tending to the ground, rooting, growing, bonding fuses from the dual of the lover and the beloved, like to love and be to love, be loved by love, devotion, commitment, connecting, freeing, the channel between the giver and receiver, that the bonding is an eternal foundation of life, everlasting union that lives on through the fruits, emotional spine of the human psyche, right? The affirmation, I matter, I belong, I'm significant and important. I'm confident. A bedrock that permeates construction of everlasting, a reliable base to build on. Giving all of the self, not just part. All emotions, not just one. It encompasses rather than just spreads out underneath. And it's an establishment of trust in the self and in others. It nurtures. It includes the entire spectrum of human awareness, innocence, and purity of the sexual union and desire. And it uses any creative means to bond with the other. I will leave that there. Thank you. Bye.